Okay students, let's today learn the basics of the spherical mirrors, the terminology and the ray diagrams. To begin with very basic knowledge, let's consider one big hollow sphere. There's a big sphere and it's a hollow sphere. Let's assume so. A shell kind of a thing. The radius of this sphere is, let's say, r. This is the center. And let's assume that we make a cut here. We cut the sphere, hollow sphere from here, and we get a piece. This piece, let's name this as AB. This AB piece we get from this big hollow sphere. Now if we polish it from here back side so that it becomes a mirror to be viewed from this side, we know that it becomes concave mirror, right? And if we do the just opposite, the same piece I'm taking, wahi wala piece, let's say AB, and this time we polish it from the back side, from this side than the previous one, and we view it from this side, it becomes convex mirror, right? So this is how we get concave or convex mirrors. Now the center of this mirror in both the cases is labeled as point P, whom we call it as pole. So pole is actually the center of the mirror. And let me draw a mirror here. This is, let's say, concave mirror, and this is point P, and this line passing through the center of the mirror, we call this line as principal axis. So this is principal axis. So P, and this is point O, and this is radius R. So here if I cut this point O, this is actually the center of curvature, whom we generally call C. This point O is our C here. Means if you assume the complete sphere, this is the supposed center of this whole sphere, right? And this distance CP is called radius of curvature. This distance CP is called radius of curvature, right? So principal axis, pole and radius of curvature. So these three are the basic terms used here. There are some more which we shall see during the course of our time. Okay, now if we have, let's say, a concave mirror, and this is the principal axis, this is pole, and this is center of curvature, and if I have a ray of light which is coming parallel to the principal axis, mind it, rays have to be drawn with arrow. So it is incident which is parallel to the principal axis. This will pass through a point F, which is midpoint of both P and C, which is called focus. So F is a point called focus. It is true for any incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through the same point F. It could be even below the principal axis, but only condition is it has to be parallel to the principal axis. So what will happen? It will pass through this focus, and this F is the midpoint of CP, such that P F equals FC. And this distance between P and F is called focal length, represented by small f. Focal length. Now what if this mirror happens to be a convex mirror? Okay, let's see. So this is a convex mirror, right? This is point P, center of curvature. Now obviously the incident ray will come from this side, right? It's parallel to the principal axis as the condition was. Now it will be reflected in such a way that it seems to be coming from this point F. Again, if you take another parallel ray, let's say incident here, again it seems to be coming from F. It will diverge in such a way. Another ray parallel to the principal axis. It goes like this. Now if you compare the two, here the rays actually in reality pass through F, right? Here rays, they seem or appear to be coming from F. That's why in case of concave mirror it is called real focus, and in case of convex mirror it is called virtual focus, because these rays virtually pass through focus, they do not pass through it in reality. Moreover, because the rays coming parallel here in case of concave mirror converge to a point called focus, it is also called converging mirror. Concave mirror is also called converging mirror. Correspondingly, similarly, convex mirror is also called diverging mirror, right? So the one rule which we see here is that if a ray of light is coming parallel to the principal axis, it converges or passes through focus in case of concave mirror, and it diverges or seems to be coming from focus in case of convex mirror, right? So if we spell it in words, a ray parallel to the principal axis after reflection will pass through the principal focus in case of concave mirror, or appear to diverge from the principal focus in case of convex mirror.